Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Without further waiting, I would like us to start our meeting this Sunday, and I just want to thank you for taking time to be able to join us today into our Zoom call. I know it's a Sunday. I believe that you were able to have your Sunday mass or church, probably virtually at home. So it's a wonderful evening that we're coming together again. It's something that we normally do every Sunday. We have been having some meetings that we bring to you to be able to share the opportunity of Neolife to the people who are guests and also to our distributors to continue to learn about the things that brought us together as distributors and the company of Neolife, so that we can be able to see how we can continue to build ourselves and our business. So my name is to welcome you today. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Paul Mwatu, and I'm the Director of Sales for Neolife East Africa. And I'm excited to be part of this opportunity over the last 13 years because it has been able to help me to do some things that I couldn't do. It has been able to help me to chase and attain some of my dreams. And also, it has been able to give me, the health part of it, which is very key because of our products, some of which we'll be able to mention today. So I just want to tell you that you're in the right place through the person who invited you. If you're a guest, if you're a distributor, we are here in big measures to continue to share what we do here and how you can be able to share it with other people so that they can also be able to impact the lives of other people out there. So thank you so much from wherever you're joining us. I know we have people from Kenya. We could be having people from Uganda and Tanzania, South Africa. One of the person who really joined quite early today is a lady called Josephine Marago, and I think she's either from UK or from US. I mix the two because she has a team that is also in one of those countries. So I just want to welcome you everyone for joining us today to our meeting, and we are not going to take a lot of time. Just within 1 hour would be done, and we'll be able to tell you why we called you to this Zoom call today. So I can see we're already 88 going to 100. I know we are going to clock to 100 in a few. So I just want to start quickly. If you are a guest, you are most welcome. As I've said, the company that you'll be listening to through the presenters who are going to be speaking to us, it's called Neolife International. And you're on a mission, which is to make the world a healthier and a happier place to be. And that is a journey that we have been able to be in for the last, we are talking about the last 60 years, 60 years going, because the company of Neolife was started back 1958 by the gentleman you can see there, who is our CEO and founder, Jerry Brasfield, born and raised in the US, California. When he was growing up, he had a lot of health challenges. He had asthma, he had allergies, and I'm sure some of you speaking and listening to me today, you can be able to relate with those kind of situations because either we are affected or we are infected in one way or the other. So he went through that series of sicknesses, and it was not easy for him. He was taken to different hospitals in the US. He did not recover, but one time the mother met somebody who spoke to her about food supplementation, good nutrition, and he started adding them to his diet. And within no time, Jerry recovered, but it was after he had gone through really a tough growing time. So which left him with a mark whereby he really wanted, when he grew up, he wanted to form an organization that he can be able to share his experience throughout the world and be able also to help people to understand the positioning of food, nutrition, supplementation, and also eating well. So 1958, that is when the company was started. And because he had an extraordinary dream and he wanted really to help as many people as possible, he started, building the network and taking it to different countries. And today, as we talk, we are in over 50 countries since the company of Neolife was started. And it's an amazing journey because that is where we are able to speak to you today and share with you today what we have been able to go through. And for him to be able to achieve that extraordinary dream of making the world a healthy and a happier place to live, he had to Look for people. Remember, you cannot succeed alone. If you want to succeed, you have to incorporate your journey into many other people who will be able to help you to be able to achieve your dream. So yeah, the same year he started looking for people who can be able to help him to expand his dream and help him to position the foods that we are supposed to eat, which we are not eating. And that is the time he started with the Scientific Advisory Board, and it's a team of scientists and nutritionists who came together and formed that body, which helps us to be able to develop our products, some of which will be able to come across them. And they did not just close it to themselves, they also interacted with other research organizations across the world who really proved and who really had, who managed to be able to see the seriousness behind what we are trying to do. So so all the products that we'll be able to interact with from the company of Neolife, they are well researched, they are well positioned to be able to help. And the reason is we have the chronic diseases which you can be able to see there, which are advancing every single day. We are actually being told they are actually the largest killer in the world today than some of the diseases that we used to know, diarrhea and malaria combined. So because of our eating habits, we'll be able to find that those chronic diseases and the increase, and they're not about to stop. So the Scientific Advisory Board, they started formulating products which are supposed to help us. They are targeted solution to be able to help you to achieve good health and live a long life. So I may not be able to talk about mostly about the products today, but the person who invited you, if you're a guest, you need to talk to them. They'll be able to expound to you how these products can be able to help you, because we call them the core nutrition, the food that we are not eating, which we are supposed to be eating, and the lifestyle issues that we have. So one of the key things you'll be able to realize is the products are, they are formulated for the entire family. They make you feel better, look better, and live better. And as I said, they're based in science, and it's quite a variety of products that have been put together. So we also understand for you to be able to live a good life, within a good environment. If your body it's okay, it's doing well, and your environment is not taken care of, then there's still a gap between what is happening and what is supposed to be happening. So we also, the Scientific Advisory Board, they also formulated some, home care products which are so good for you, which are so which are chemical free, as you can be able to see there. They don't hurt the heart. They come from the heart and they can be able to go to the heart. That is what we call, we say they're biodegradable and they're heartily and they're eco-friendly. So there are products that you'll be able to interact with as you continue to be with the company of Neolife. We have not left your skin behind. We know you need to have a good skin, and because of this Scientific Advisory Board, they formulated some nutrients organic skincare, which have no chemical at all. Whether they're marine based, they're extracted from the marine, from the seas, and we make sure they were certified as organic, because of we have some organization which normally is called Cosmo, which regulates the products that are organic. They are not animal tested. We make sure they are tested on human beings, because that is where they'll be used. They are vegan 100%, and they do not have parabens, things that can be able to harm you. So when you join the company of Neolife, and I'm just talking to, if we have guests online and also our distributors, these are some of the key things that you'll be able to benefit. And you'll be able to hear the panel that I'm about to bring right now, you'll be able to hear them mention a lot of these things. One of the things that we ensure happens to you as a distributor when you join the company of Neolife, you will attain good health, wellness, both physically and financially. Because of the products, they'll be able to help you to have good health and wellness, and also because of the opportunity of Neolife that you can be able to share with other people, it will be able to cushion and take care of your finances. Number two, through the products, you'll be able to achieve good health, in terms of weight. Because when you look at the world today, weight is contributing largely on the diseases, which I mentioned, some of which are chronic diseases. You'll be able to earn an extra income in a month if you're working elsewhere. We're not telling you to quit your employment. You can be able to get some extra income through sharing the products and the opportunity of Neolife. And then you'll also be able to get time if you pursue these, in terms of your full-time career. It will give you time to be able to have time to interact with your family and your friends. You'll also be your own boss. Nobody is telling you what to do. It's you to plan your day, to set your goals and your action to be able to achieve it. And then you can work part-time and or full-time. You can work from anywhere. Right now we have positioned our business on internet, whereby every distributor gets a back office where you can be able to work your business from wherever you are. You receive recognition for every achievement that you'll be able to do. So that is also something which is good. Experience personal growth. You'll be able to meet people, your mentors. People will walk with you the journey and really will show you how to do business, because many people don't succeed in businesses because they do not have good training, good mentorship on what they are supposed to do. Another thing you'll be able to experience, being part of the Neolife or family, which is a huge family, which is in over 50 countries. You'll be able to interact with so many people who care, because that is what we stand for. Then you'll be able to enjoy overall better life through the company of Neolife. So some of the dreams that you have will be able to come to pass as long as you continue to be with the company of Neolife. So mine is to invite you, to welcome you today to a meeting, which we are going to, it's a very interactive session, which I'll be able to share with some of our distributors, some leaders who are joining us today, who have been able to work with Neolife, and today their lives have been able to change in a very large extent. And to start with, I'll start with a very young lady who is on this call today, and she's I saw her come and join this opportunity of Neolife, and today she's helping people to change life. She's positioning the business in the internet. So those are some of the things you'll be able to hear us speak about today. So without further ado, I want to welcome our director, Rahab Nyokabi, to be able to share with us. Rahab, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Thank you so much.
Please proceed.
Okay. As you heard, my name is Rahab Nyokabi Munene, and I'm excited to be here. I knew this business through my mom. She's Gladys Njura Munene. She joined when I was 3 years old. I've grown up using the products. I've grown up seeing her travel. She's done the business when I was young. And when I finished high school, she told me about the business, but I was very skeptic about it because I was a young person and I was thinking, I don't want to work at a young age. I don't want to have and sit down and look for my own money. So I decided for a whole year, I will not do the business. I was very stubborn and I wasted so much of my time. But when I was about to join campus, my mom told me, I'm not going to give you money anymore. You're going to have to look for your own money. You have your own ID. You're capable of getting money. If anything happened to me, basically you will not be under the government. You will be able to take care of yourself. So I had to join the business, and I can tell you it was exciting. At first, I was really scared. I'm a very shy person, but I thank God my mom showed me this opportunity because it has really helped me to grow myself mentally, physically, and health-wise, because I was struggling with health a lot. When I got out of high school, I had a lot of weight on me. So I used to starve myself because I didn't know how to lose the weight. I loved eating and I didn't want to exercise. And I thought the easiest way was to starve myself. But through the Neolife meetings and the health talks and the Neolife pyramid you've been explained to, I learned how to live a healthy lifestyle, how to work out. And I lost the weight and I look good and I'm excited. So yes, so my work is simple. Paul told me to talk about the internet. And as a young person, I can tell you for sure, we young people have grown with the internet from a very young age. And it is not a hard thing. Actually, when you see the internet, you're able to discuss and talk and meet with people globally around the world. You can be able to connect with someone who you know from America, from South Africa. And since the business is actually already globally, that means you don't have to only focus on sponsoring people from Kenya, but you can also sponsor people from other countries. And I'd like to give you the resources that I've been using that have really helped me. And when we talk about social networking, we can think of your back office. We all have a back office. When you join Neolife, you receive a back office, and you need to activate your back office. That is quite important. And when you activate your back office, you're able to put your own website. It gives you an opportunity to have your own website. And when you have your own website, it means when you're talking with someone from America, instead of you directing them to the Neolife main website, you direct them to your own website. And when they click on your own website, someone is capable of buying products wherever they are from America through your own website. Someone is capable of joining Neolife wherever they are from South Africa, from Asia. It's just a click of the button. So you can discuss with the one who invited you. If you're a member, they'll show you how to activate your back office, which is very important, so that you can be able to share your website with people. The other thing I'll talk about is TNL, Team Neolife. It's quite important to have that. It has a lot of resources that you have and a lot of information that you need. Young people, old people, everybody needs this information. And the best thing about TNL is the fact that you can always share whatever you've had to your people. You can share Jerry Brasfield's story. You can share testimonies. You can share products. You can share lifestyle magazines. You can share. There's so much information in the TNL that you actually need to use. So focus on having TNL. That's another thing. And the other thing is, since we are having a lot of, because it's time of COVID, and I'm glad we're doing the Zoom, and many people are actually conversant with the Zoom, you can always use the Zoom meeting to your advantage. We have a free trial where it's not a trial basically, but it's free for everyone. And you can always have a moment where you talk with your upline, or you do a one-on-one with whoever you want to sponsor. Wherever they are, from which country they are, you can always have a Zoom meeting with them. And through the Zoom meeting, you can be able to share the information you have through your phone. So that is something also that have to speak to your upline or the one who invited you. They can teach you how to have a Zoom meeting. And even as a guest, you can actually choose to have a Zoom meeting with whoever invited you at this moment, so that they can explain to you more about the business. And the other thing I want to talk about is Neolife University. We are all the distributors of Neolife. We've heard about the Neolife University, and it is a good thing that we all enroll to it. We take the quiz, we do the courses, and we challenge ourselves, and we get to learn a lot. And through that, you're able to build a lot of confidence. And even the people who you bring into the business, when they adapt that system, they're able to grow and teach it to the other people who come in the business with them. The other thing I'll talk about is WhatsApp. We all have WhatsApp. WhatsApp is widely used in Kenya. And the advantage of WhatsApp is the fact that you can always do voice calls with someone. If someone doesn't have credit, always use internet or bundles. You can also do video calls. If someone cannot access enough bundles to do Zoom, you can always do with them video calls. It creates a personal relationship. The person is able to see you and know, this is the person I'm talking to, and I can trust them because I can see their face. So WhatsApp video call and voice call is quite important, and also broadcast. You need to learn how to create a broadcast. It makes work easy for you. You're able to share your information through the broadcast to the people around you. You can create a broadcast for probably men. You can create a broadcast for women. You can create a broadcast for young people. If you have information, it goes to them separately. It's not a group. No one has to converse. Your work is to share your information or speak to them or tell them what you want to tell them. And you don't have to mix them all up in a group, but it becomes personal and it makes work easy for you, because you might have a lot of contacts on your phone, and it makes work easy for you. And the other thing is Instagram. Young people know about this a lot. Instagram is widely used by the young people, and also many business people are using Instagram. And you can use Instagram and WhatsApp stories to share your products, share your information. You're not limited. The best thing about the internet is you're never limited. In Instagram, you can open your own page and decide, I want to share the products about skincare. I want to educate people on the skincare products. I want to educate people on home care products. And it's possible. You can always use your Instagram account where the best thing about Instagram is you can put your contacts there. Every person who visits your page, if they have any more questions, they can always just click the call button, and within a click of a button, the person has reached you, they're calling and they're asking questions, and you're able to interact with the people who visit your page. So you can also, I don't have much time to discuss about Instagram, but you can also ask the person who invited you or a young person to direct you on how to use Instagram. Facebook, we're all conversant with it, and Facebook keeps growing day by day, day by day. They introduced the status where you just post something and it disappears in 48 hours, in 24 hours. We have stories in Instagram, in Facebook. We have videos in Facebook. There's so much you can do on Facebook, and also you can still create a business page in Facebook. You're not limited. Even if it's your own personal page in Facebook, you want to identify yourself as a Neolife distributor, it is possible. You can always do that. And yes, there are so many social networks. I'll just mention the others. You should use YouTube to your advantage. All these Zoom meetings that we are having, all the conferences that are happening in US, probably in Asia, you can always use YouTube to listen to what is being taught. Maybe you want to send someone on how to use LDC and you can't be there to show them how to use LDC. You can always go to YouTube, Google, and just type down how to use LDC or LDC Neolife product, and you get a demo from there, and you just share the link to someone on WhatsApp and they learn. So you use YouTube to your advantage. And finally, I'll speak about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good place for professional people to meet. So download for yourself LinkedIn. Build your own personal page and meet people, mingle with people in LinkedIn. We have so many professional people who are open to hear many things. I can tell you for sure, I've been in LinkedIn and I've met many professional people who are open to listen to new information. So through LinkedIn, you can get new people. You're not limited through all these resources I've mentioned. I hope I wasn't too fast, sorry. But through the TNL, through the back office, through the WhatsApp, through the Instagram, Facebook, the Neolife University, YouTube, LinkedIn, all of that information can assist you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rahab. I think there was a bit of each on the network, but we have heard you loud and clear. Every young person who is watching us today and who is listening to us today, you've been able to expound it, the way they can be able to use the social media to be able to continue to build their business. And it's not just limited to the young people. This time when there is limited movement in most of the countries because of the coronavirus, we are in better position now that we have been able to understand some of the tools that we can be able to use to continue to build our business. So thank you so much, Rahab, for such a training. I wish we had more time to be able to listen to you. It was quite connecting. And that clearly shows that you're going places. And I thank Gladys for forcing you, literally to be able to join the company of Neolife, because we have been able to achieve a lot of personal growth. And today you are a mentor to many young people. So thank you so much. So the next person who is joining me is a guy who came from the discipline forces. And I believe, that is a good place to be. And he came to this opportunity, and today is one of the biggest leaders that we have in our business. And he's just joining us to share with us his story quickly, how he has been able to build, even coming from the discipline forces. Welcome, Nyambu Colman, if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Paul. Good evening, participants. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear loud and clear. Proceed.
Okay, thank you, and good afternoon to everybody. My names are Colman Nyambu, as you've heard. I've been in Neolife for 12 years today. I joined in when I was working with the government as a police officer. And I started because I was inspired by the fact that I could do it part-time. and make some part-time income. So I started as a part-time engagement, and over the years, I did it part-time, but then I made that decision to go into it as a full-time business. So today, I am a Neolife enthusiast. I do it full-time, and I'm very, very happy and excited about it. So I want to take this opportunity also to encourage those who are either new in it or those who are maybe they've been invited here in this meeting as new people to know that it is an opportunity that would help you if you take it seriously with you. So I'm going to share some little facts about how we can be able now to move in with the spirit of commitment in our Neolife opportunity. Now, all of us know that in every aspect of life, commitment is required. For those of us who are religious like me, God expects us to be as committed in our relationship with Him. Those of us who are in families, a husband and wife, commitment is also required in those aspects of life. So it is very important for us to be committed with our Neolife business, because that is the measure, that's the one of the aspects that you need to have for us to be able to succeed in our Neolife opportunity. Now, in as far as our network marketing business is concerned, what is the meaning of really the word commitment? I will just give an example. When you want to accomplish a task with somebody, maybe with two people, and you ask one person, can you do this with me? And then one person says, I will try. And the other person will say, I will do it. The difference between those two statements is the word commitment. One, the level of commitment of one person is lower than the level of commitment of the other person. So, anytime we talk about commitment, when we share about the word commitment, most of the times it means no excuses are permitted. It is accepting to engage full time. Really, maybe not as a full-time business, but even when you're doing it as a part-time engagement, the moment you put your mind into it, the time you've allocated for it, you get yourself involved in it completely. Because that is now one of the things that would make you achieve something substantial in our business. So commitment means no excuses permitted. There is the aspect of focus as well. On the daily success habits of using, sharing products and opportunity in our business, you need to focus on doing them committedly on a daily basis. Because that is, if you cannot commit into doing that, then you'll realize that you could experience some results, yes, but the results would be sporadic. They are there, they are not there. And every other person, you join business because you want to have results every other time. So it is very, very important to focus yourself on doing the daily things that you are supposed to be doing. There is the aspect of trying to allocate time into working out things. You see, maybe, I know there are some people who are in this business part-time, and we are told that if you are in it part-time, try to find at least a minimum of 2 hours a day to engage. Now, a committed person would find 2 hours. An uncommitted person will find excuses for not having time. Now, how you spending of time, how you spend your time determines your level of commitment. Even when you allocate those 2 hours, for instance, how you divide that time to do the necessary things that you're supposed to do for you to achieve results, it will determine whether you will move forward or you'll go slow or you even stagnate. So it is very, very important for you. If you are to move forward, you need to really put down time so that you can be able to do the things that are supposed to be done, so that you can be able now to see the results and can be able now to succeed in the business. Now, one other thing that will propel your level of commitment is the ability to keep your vision close to you. Visualize always, every other day, remember why you joined, your why. Why did I join? Visualize what you wanted to achieve. Whatever that thing that you wanted to achieve can raise your level of commitment. If you focus, if you visualize every day. Visualization is something that is very, very important, because every other time when you contemplate on the things you want to achieve in your life, it wakes you up. It makes you start doing the things that you are needed to do so that you can be able now to move. Now, how do we get committed? You see, the issue of priority. When you put things on priority, you put things on perspective. You try to know, you must be able to identify what are these activities that will make me achieve what I want faster. You see, one aspect of our business for us to grow is to inspire people to join our teams. And there is the issue of also sharing the products with customers. And there is the issue of us using the products. Now, for those, and there is also the issue of attending meetings like the one we are here in. There are things, you need to prioritize things well. If you have your 2 hours, how you prioritize the activities that you know will determine your level. It will determine how you'll move faster to achieving the results you want to have. So it is critical for us to prioritize things, to put things into order, that you need to do this, and then after this you need to do this. There is the issue of also trying to manage. You know, for instance, if you want to achieve a step, or maybe let me just use an example. If you want to exercise, maybe you want to start a weight loss program and you want to involve exercise. If you start doing 20 press-ups day one, there is a possibility that you will get discouraged along the way. But if you say, I will start doing 5, and then the other day you graduate, yeah, you progress bit by bit, eventually you start doing 20, and it will motivate you into managing things better. So the best way to move forward is to try to manage things. Don't rush into doing all the things at a go. There is a chance that you will get discouraged along the way, and it may not work for you very well. Another aspect of trying to get yourself into doing it well is taking a stand. Taking a stand, I mean, telling yourself, I will do it no matter what. You know, we are living in this life, and the truth in this life is that we find challenges along the way. Challenges are there. It is part of breathing. Yeah. Energy in nature, it has to come by some level of effort. Now, taking a stand is telling yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to achieve in Neolife business. Whatever the challenges come, I will learn through them and I will move forward. Now, there is a tricky situation that sometimes we find as we continue doing our Neolife business. You know, we are in Kenya, some of us are in Kenya, some of us are not. But what I know, sometimes we get tempted to take shortcuts. Yeah, there is this microwave mentality, which is a cancer in our Kenyan society today. Sometimes we want, yes, we are ambitious, we want to move fast, and we want to take shortcuts into doing things. And probably shortcuts will eventually give you some results. But let me tell you, the truth is this: what lasts is hard. What lasts is challenging. What lasts is engaging and involving. So my call on you, on us all today, is to raise our level of commitment into doing our business. When you sit down in a meeting like this one, get committed to understand, concentrate, get 2 to 3 things that you can apply tomorrow and make a difference. When you get to speak to customers, listen to them. Don't be tempted to be the one who is talking too much. Be a listener more, because when you listen more to somebody, you'll be able now to identify the need in that person, and now you'll be able now to direct the person to your Neolife opportunity so that the need can be satisfied. And when we satisfy the needs of our people, we build people. It is a people's business. If we get into the needs of the people, we are going to win. Let's get committed, people. I wish you the best. I want to thank all of you, and I want to thank Paul for giving me an opportunity. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much, Colman, for such a wonderful advice to the business builders who are in this call today, and also the guests who are looking at this opportunity. It requires a level of commitment so that you can be able to achieve anything in life. So I think it's well received, the advice that you have been able to give us, and we'll practically be able to put it to use so that we can be able to attain the goals that we have for ourselves. Next, I'm going to bring a young man who has been in this business for some years now. He joined as a student just to be able to get some money to help himself. And today he's doing this business full time and is a software director into this business of Neolife. I want to bring to you Fred Mwirigi. If you can hear me, Fred.
Yes, I can.
Please proceed.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fred Mwirigi. I got started in this business after high school. I remember I was just like Rahab, 19 years of age, excited about life. At that time, they had given me an opportunity to go to the University of Nairobi and do my degree in electrical, electronic engineering. And I thought I was set for life. I was excited. I was born and raised up in Meru, so coming to the big city was a really big thing for me. So when I got here, as you know, getting to start school, I met a friend of mine who was actually involved in Neolife. And when we talked, I realized that this fellow, as much as he was a student, because he was taking a course in medicine, to be precise, a bachelor's degree, he was not a normal student because he was making good money from this opportunity. At that time, in the year 2010, he was making over 100,000, and I really wanted to know how I could be part of this particular business. So I was invited for a session, just like this one. The difference is it was not on a Zoom call. It was in a hall, and they presented the opportunity. And when they talked about what can become of you, I was able to buy the idea. I was able to buy the dream. Because this friend of mine promised me that if I work the business with him, there was a possibility of me making a lot of money. I remember him asking me a question, but Fred, if I give you an opportunity to make over 30,000 Kenya shillings each and every single month, why will you take this money? Many a times, and I know those of us who are distributors here, many a times we do presentations and we never ask people what is in it for them. Yeah, what is in it for them when they get started in this opportunity. When my friend talked to me, I was able to express myself as to why I wanted to be part of this opportunity. Being a firstborn, the family of 5 people, my mother being a single mother, it was quite hard for a mother to take care of us. Because I seen this woman struggle for more than 14 good years. So when I was talking to my friend and he kept on saying that we can be able to make money, I looked at the opportunity not of a way to just survive at the university, but a way out for our family. That if I build this business, I was going to take care of everybody. Yeah, I just believe that if whatever these guys are saying can work for me, it meant that our mother was never going to struggle anymore in life. And I mean that simple dream of, paying school fees for myself at the university, paying school fees for my sibling. I decided to be part of the opportunity. I remember even the startup fee, the 8,000, the 6,000 of today. I had to sell my phone to be part of this particular opportunity. Luckily, by God's grace, I met people, leaders, who are some of them in Discord, who were able to teach me how to build a business. Through the products that Paul had showed us, I was able to make profits. To be precise, the product I'm talking about are the home care products, the one laundry, LDC care, all those exciting products. I could make money on daily basis, 300 shillings, 500 shillings. Nikajikuta sasa sikukuwa naomba pesa nyumbani ya kuweza kusurvive shule. I could comfortably survive on my own. And I thank God also because within a period of 90 days, I was able to build quite a very good business because I was able to step up to director. I could make over 30,000 shillings, meaning that I could comfortably pay my school fees at the university. Within 6 months, I was making over 40,000 shillings as a level director. Within a year, over 50,000. When I was starting to 12 years, this business was paying more than 80,000 shillings. It was very easy for me to take charge of our family. At that time, I started paying school fees for everybody. But thanks to this opportunity, my sisters have all gone through high school. Last month, I ended up at University of Nairobi. That degree last year, I paid her school fees using the money from this business. And when I also graduated, I chose not to actually work for anybody. It was a very simple decision because out there, people will pay you 30, 40, 50,000. My business will pay me way above 100,000, get a profit and all that. I thank God I've been able to build a career for myself. Today, as a world team member, all I do is they're telling us every year we'll be traveling. This year, in the month of May, we were supposed to go to Czech Republic due to COVID, we never managed. But I thank God last year, around September, I was able to go all the way to Dubai for a full week, fully paid by the person who actually got me into this business. And I had the best part of my life, this business. I was able also to go to Windsor, and I saw this opportunity for leadership school, making the cream de la cream of the business in East Africa. And I can tell you, it has been a great investment to build this business. I was asked to share how am I doing the business during this COVID. For those of us who really push ourselves to work the business out, and I believe every distributor, this time gave me an opportunity to actually rest a little bit and think through how building my business. It is actually 100 days later after COVID came, and I can tell you, I thank God for having this opportunity because I was able to look at different ways of building the business. Rahab, I just shared with us how to build the business via social media, WhatsApp, the Neolife application, and all that. But I just want to talk to those of us who are here and really want to build a good business. Now, think about it this way. If you go to social media to build your business, you're not just after getting people. You're after building a community of individuals who believe in what you're doing. So everything you post out there, people are looking at you. You either post a product, you post a story, you post whatever you post, people identify with you. So I went back and I asked myself, what is it that we do in Neolife? What we do is offer solutions to people's needs, offer solutions to whatever people are going through out there. And as I approached how to build a business via social media, I asked myself, which is the best possible way. You know, I can wake up and start posting products. I can wake up and start posting about Neolife, but nobody is interested in whatever you post every day. People are like, really, is this guy, whatever he's doing, can it really make a very great impact in my life? So even if you're going to post out there, have that question at the back of your mind. So I came up also in social media platform because I saw the Tanzanians doing it. But this time around, I decided to build a brand away from Neolife, away from friend Mwirigi. I decided to build a brand where people can be able to come up and ask questions, look for solutions, and through my Neolife products, I'm able to offer a solution. I was able to build a page, several pages. I've got like 3 pages right now. And guess what? Over the last 100 days, one of the pages has got more than 10,000 people. Every day, I get queries about the products by more than 30 people every day. Now, for those of us, maybe we require a challenge here. Where do I get my name list? Social media can be a very great tool, because if I look at the number of contacts I've been able to collect every day, like today, I looked at the contacts of people who are actually asking me about my products. I've been able to talk so far. It's around 4:49 p.m. I've talked to 33 people about the products. Let's say they will not even buy it, but I can assure you that this is a contact. These are a list of names that if I keep talking to these people over a period of time, the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months, I'm going to be able to sponsor a lot of people out there. So whatever you do on social media, forget about sponsoring, forget about making a sale. Ask yourself, am I building serious relationships with these people? There are people who liked my page back in April. There are people who liked my page back in March. But just when I look at it, those people are coming to buy products today. They've been looking at what I've been doing every day. They keep following, they keep liking. But today is when I've been able to build enough confidence to ask me, can your products help me be able to do this and that? When I get the business side, I decided to do it differently. I decided to share success. I decided to start sharing what people are doing out there. I get a video of somebody I posted there. I get a story of somebody I posted there. And I've also been able to get a lot of people asking me what I'm doing, what is it that I do. So courtesy of social media, I can tell you, we are really getting to a different level. And now the other part is, as you do this social media stuff, for those of us who are leaders, don't do it alone. Get 2 or 3 people in your team who you're doing with, so that you can also have a positive feedback. Kuna kitu utalan, kuna kitu like my distributors have been able to teach me. Like there's one who told me, Fred, usipost asubuhi. What if you post around 3 p.m. ndio watu sasa wamefanya kazi kwa ofisi zao, wakachoka, wanaweza chukua simu yao wakaenda kwenye Facebook, wakaenda kwenye Instagram. When you do that, like I post around 4 p.m. by around 6 p.m. unakuta there are more than 2,000 people who have been reached by that particular post. So it has become very easy for us. The other thing I will tell you is, you're not going to start doing social media today and you start reaping the benefits tomorrow. It takes time. Preferably 3 to 6 months, you'll be able to get it. But I can tell you, if it were not for COVID, I don't think I could have the patience to do it. But because we had all the time to sleep, to eat, to do all those things, I was able to sit back and ask myself that those 100 days, what will I take home with? I've been able to build a very good pages courtesy of this particular time. So from my side, I'll just tell you, please, don't just look at this people are doing it. Kama hujui vile inavyofanywa, uliza swali. Ask people who know. Yeah, I remember when we started with Grace. I could send Grace my page. Namuuliza, please niangalie kama iko sawa. When we started, I could send my page to Paul. Namuuliza, Paul, hii page inakaa vizuri. They could give me positive feedback. So at the end of the day, whatever you do, ask. You're not like, you know everything, nobody knows. All of us are learning from each other. If you learn this, you're able to teach the other person. Alafu sipo ule mtu ambao ukijua kitu nataka kujiekea. That will kill you because you keep making mistakes and nobody will correct you. But if you have some individuals that you're working with, I'm not saying you work with everybody, but there are those people, you believe you're comfortable working with them, and it becomes easier for you to get a positive feedback that is going to help you build a very successful business. I can tell you, we're going to teach the Tanzanians how to build a business. Trust me on that. I give you my word, because we are learning the best possible ways of doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Fred, for taking that amazing session of you have been able to build your business from student now to a full entrepreneur. That is just amazing, and you have echoed the words of Rahab. And one thing that you have been able to close with, which is very important for business people, is to be able to have an accountability partner. Just pair up with somebody that you can be able to share your highs and your lows and examples and things that you want to achieve. So thank you so much for taking time to be able to share with us. I want to bring our last speaker who is going to close the meeting for us today. Because of time, she's a wonderful lady who is building a huge business through Africa and also other countries. And she's with us here today to be able to share with us her experience. Help me to welcome Grace Chege. Grace, if you can hear me, please proceed.
Thank you so much, Paul. Can you hear me, Paul?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Proceed.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here. And I'm a member of Neolife. I'm so excited. My name is Grace Chege. I'm a mother and I'm married. I joined this opportunity 6 years ago when I was very, very busy working. I'm a HR by profession, and I got employed very young. So I thank God for that. So I was employed when I got an opportunity to be invited for a session. And when I got the invite, I was not so serious about it, but I had needs. And so if you're listening to me this afternoon, I don't know where you are here. If you're a member, I believe you have some needs, some dreams. But me, my focus and the need I had was money. Why did I need extra money away from my income? When I came and I attended the first session, they said you can earn extra income even if you're working somewhere else. And I was very happy because I did have to leave my job. So the reason why I needed extra money, this is my story that I so thank God back from India. I really needed to support the family because I was the only one who was working. So thank God, that is when I was invited to this opportunity. And when they talked about health, I was not seeing the health, I was seeing the money because my need was extra income. So I managed to become a member shortly after I attended the first session. And I can say, and I want to thank the leaders who have spoken before me, they have said everything else that any person who wants to succeed in this business must do. Remember me, I'm coming from employment side. All my years I've not done any business, but I thank God that there is training. So I started by attending training. And I want to say that if you're listening to me, if you want to change your story through your life, you want to change your life anywhere, you must sacrifice. So 8 to 5, I was going to work. I was very, very busy. And I work in a very busy organization. We do research in Africa, so I'm the HR, and there's a lot of work. And I have a young family, and remember, I had to go for training. So sacrifice is something that I did when I was very young in this business because I was not getting it quite well because I wanted the money. And like Colman said, many people want to take shortcuts. So you cannot succeed in our business of Neolife if you want to take shortcuts. So I decided to go for training. But I encountered a challenge that if you're new here, maybe you've encountered. And the challenge I encountered most was rejection. Rejection from my peers, I'm coming from a professional world. And of course, even from some of my family members never understood how these products can give me money, and the others thought I'm in a hawking business. So I was misunderstood, but because my why was very big. Remember, I joined and my why was to get extra income. And I had seen other leaders through meetings, through attending trainings. I had seen leaders who had made it. I actually saw professionals who are doing this business. So I was very encouraged to start. So I was told this evening to share why my story and why I've been successful in this business, doing it part-time in 6 years. and now I'm a WAL team member. So number one, I can say you need to keep your focus on your why. This for me, I joined Neolife to make extra income. And when they showed me that I can be able to empower other people, I went out of my way to talk to my friends who rejected me. I continued to talk to anybody. And I will tell you, this business has no formula, provided you follow the basics. So I talked to many people, and among many people, the more people you talk to, the better you become. The faster you are rejected, the better, because you'll be able to succeed. So I was able to meet people who had the same dreams as I had, and they joined the business. And that is how I grew from a senior manager to a director in 7 months. And I was so happy, because as a director, I was able to get my first check in 2014 when I joined this business as a director. As a senior manager, my check was only 1,400. And before I became a director, the checks were not big, and I was struggling. And remember, this time I'm struggling, but I thank God I was still coming for the training. But when I became a director, my check was 58,000. And so remember my focus, and that's why I've said number one, you have to focus on your why. So I discovered there is money here. And like Paul said, this is not a free enterprise. You have to follow the basics. How did I get this money? I used the products. I shared the products. I had not sold anything. Remember, in the professional world as a HR, I was like, you see, a boss in my department. And for me, selling the products, I want to say that it was a bit hard, but I was able to overcome. And I will tell you, many people have said, and this is true, if you want to make money out there, you must sell something. You must sell a product, you must sell a service. And in Neolife, I was shown how to share and to sell these products. So I was very happy. I started making a little bit of profit, and I became so excited. And when I became a director now, I was so confident about it. Remember, you have to keep your why alive. And I want to say, no matter how successful you become, if you joined because you wanted to use the products and now you are healthy, don't lose out your focus on your why. Continue telling others. Remember, you might be healthy and other people still need the products. Remember, I joined for money. And so I kept my why alive. And when I saw this check of 58,000, my God, this was extra income away from my salary. Then I thought, what if I talk to more people? What if I continue attending more training? And 11 months, I was a WAL team member. I became a Sapphire director. And that's why I want to go to my second reason. If you want to succeed in this business, of course, number one, I've said keep your focus on your why. No matter how much you succeed, don't forget your why. And number two, purpose to grow. I am a graduate, and yes, I'm educated, but when you come to this business, you must know how network marketing is done. So I started reading books. I started listening to speakers, and this made me really get this personal development. And let me tell you, my world opened up when I was able in 11 months to take my first flight to Sun City. And this is how I met people who have done this business in a big way. And I discovered that there is a better person than becoming an HR. Yes, I love HR. I love dealing with people. And this is now, I started seeing things in a different way. And I got more power to do what? More power to speak to more people. I was able to overcome my rejection. So if you keep your why very strong, you're going to achieve everything. That's what I'm trying to tell you in a nutshell. So I will tell you, you cannot skip training and expect to be successful. No matter how you succeed, you must continue attending training. You cannot be inconsistent. The leaders have talked. I expect to do it big in this business. So one of the things along this journey of the business, what has really made me become successful is what I want to talk about, and it's very big. And many people want to succeed, but they don't want to do it. Number three, if you want to grow in our business, you must sacrifice. Sacrifice what? Number one, for me as a part-timer, I had to use my time very well. I had to sacrifice my time. Mind you, I have a young family. And as I want to say that my husband got better and better through using these products. And I was so happy, because one of the things that made me, maybe what happened? Paul, can you hear me? Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
I had a small hitch. I hope you still continue hearing.
Okay, just continue. Sorry, Grace, we have lost you. Grace, can you hear me? Looks like we have lost Grace. She mentioned that she had a small itch, but so far she has been able to share with us largely some of the things that she has been able to do to succeed to where she is right now. And I think she's still having a technical issue there. Technology sometimes can always go either ways. It can work, it may not work. But I think she has been able to position us and told us one of the biggest things that have been able to help her to become who she is today is the moment she identified our why. And it became so big that every time and every step of the way, she has to keep on reminding herself why she joined the business and how she has been able, and that is how she had been able to do it to be able to get where she is today. So because of time, because I can see we are past time and we can still get to this session again and continue to build our business. I believe that through the sharing of the leaders that we've been able to hear today, you've been able to get something. I can see a lot of comments in terms of people really congratulating the speakers of today for doing such an exceptional job. We want to tell you that we'll continue to do this kind of sessions so that we can continue to build our business. So if you are a guest who is looking at this opportunity for the very first time, I just want to challenge you, talk to the person who brought you to this call, and they'll be able to help you to understand how you can be able to join and be part of Neolife family. We will support you, they will support you, we will support you as a company, because we say you're in this business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we'll be able to give you support in terms of what you need to do to be able to succeed. So the other thing is, and for our distributors, we are in a new normal because of the COVID-19. This situation is not about to go away. We pray it will go away as soon as possible. But when you look at what is happening in the countries where it started and how they opened up and the challenges that we have been able to see yesterday, including some parts of US, it tells you it's still a dilemma to the whole world for us to be able to go back to the normal that we used to know. So the challenge is to you to be able to harness some of these techniques and the ways that have been able to be spoken by those four leaders so that you can be able to continue to build your business. Remember, your expenses are not about to stop. Your school fees, even if you're not taking your children to school now, we are paying for them to be in classes virtually. Your house rent doesn't know there's COVID, your food and whatever you need to do, it doesn't know there's COVID. So the only way you can be able to cushion yourself and your family is to get into what is happening now, accept the new normal for now, and do things a little bit different so that you can be able to continue to live the life the way you used to do. So don't just sit in a corner and cry and feel pity for yourself because you cannot go up country, you cannot meet people the way you used to meet them. Get into the new normal and challenge yourself. Start small. You'll be able to succeed. The leaders who have spoken to us here, they are generous people. If you want to get more information on how they have been able to do it, just give them a call. They'll be able to help you to understand you can position your business during this time, and we'll be able to build together. So mine is to thank you sincerely for coming into the Zoom call today, listening to us and giving us your time. So I want to thank you and challenge you to continue building the business. Remember, you're in Neolife, where our emphasis is to be able to make the world a healthier and a happier place to be. So thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. we have our guest presentation. Start inviting. What you should have realized by now, my link never changes. My link is the same. So even if before even I share it, I've already shared, but anytime, even before I share, just follow the same link and you'll be able to get to our meetings. So start sharing. Let's meet tomorrow so that we can continue to build our business. From me, the presenters and the present team members, we have Judy and Charles, our present team members on this Zoom call today. Judy would have shared, but because of time, she's going to share with us next time. We also have a Jospat and Pieros Karaoke on this Zoom call today. Those are some of the key leaders. You as a guest, when you join this business, you'll be able to interact with people of that caliber to be able to help you to understand how they've been able to build their business. So from me, thank you so much. Have a lovely evening and a wonderful night. See you tomorrow, God willing, and be blessed together with your family. Bye-bye from me. Bye.